Hello my fellow retirees, and welcome to the third and final part in my series of videos entitled Why We Are Fat. In part one of the series, I provided several things that contribute to our choice in making us fat. In part two, I said specifically why we are fat. In part three, I'm going to give the last two things that I believe contribute to us being fat. I'm also going to give you a list of things that I believe will help you make better choices in what you eat and what you do. One of my pet peeves is the multi-million-dollar fast food industry. This is an industry that is supposed to be designed to help us lose weight, when in reality, all they're doing is helping us lose money. Don't get me wrong, there are some really good medical facilities that will help you lose weight. However, there are some that seem to be driven by profit. First, let me begin by saying that there are no quick fixes when you want to lose weight and maintain that weight loss. In fact, the places that claim that they can help you lose weight quickly, they may help you lose weight, but within a month or two, that weight is back on. And not only do you gain back the weight that you lost, but you will probably gain even more weight. The only way that you can lose weight and maintain that weight loss is if you develop an eating and exercise plan that works for you, works with your body, and works with your lifestyle. Now, think of all the weight loss plans that you can think of in 15 seconds. I'll wait. Now, think of all the weight loss plans that you have heard of that have helped people lose weight and maintain that weight loss. There's not very many. And the reason for that is these plans don't teach you how to eat or what to eat. In fact, all they teach you how to do is count calories, count points, and hope that these magical pills will work. Well, these magical pills are like snake oil salesmen. They will promise you anything, and once they have your money, you're on your own. The reason these plans won't work is they don't educate you on nutrition. They don't educate you on how to eat. In fact, some will even tell you they will prepare your meal and ship it to you, and all you have to do is store it and cook it. Right off the bat, that should tell you that that is processed food and it's not going to work for you. Even if they say it's organic, the only way they can prepare it and store it till it's shipped to you, and then you store it and then cook it, is that it has to be processed with chemicals. The other thing about those places that claim to prepare the food for you, watch their ads on TV. Do you see a family sitting around the table eating? No. You usually see one person dumping a meal out of the box and smiling and saying it's really good. You could go to the local store and get a TV dinner if that's all that you really want. Another thing is that food farm fresh or is it freshly processed? Remember, their goal is to make money for themselves and or their stockholders, and they're making that money from the people who they claim to want to help lose weight. These places don't teach you how to prepare food. They don't teach you how to combine the different types of foods, and they don't teach you portion control. And in this country, portion control is crucial in losing weight. Now, I know several people who have tried these quick fix, cookie cutter type weight loss plans. I know several people who have tried counting points, counting calories. I know 2 who have tried the surgery and 1 who has had liposuction. After all the cutting and counting is done, they put the weight back on. Let me give you an idea of what part of their week was like. They would walk with me during lunch. They spend time counting calories, counting points, reducing portions. And at first, they would lose weight, and they were really happy. When these people went to their weekly weigh-in, they would talk with a staff member and get on the scale and be weighed. Then they pay their money and they leave. Sometimes they leave feeling bad, they would be depressed, they'd be stressed, and they would feel guilty about not having lost any weight. And that's all thanks to a staff member who either didn't care or didn't understand the client. So what did that person do? They would stress eat. And as a lot of us know, when people stress eat, the first thing that they reach for is comfort food. When we start to eat the comfort food, the next thing that happens is we slowly begin to put the weight back on and we stop exercising. But I'll talk more about that in an upcoming video. Not only will I talk about stress eating and comfort food, but I will present to you the eating and exercise plan that worked for me. Now, at the start of this video, I said that there are some really good medical weight loss facilities. The reason I know that there are some really good weight loss facilities is because I went to one. It's located right in the heart of Las Vegas. Trust me when I say that this facility is absolutely amazing. From the front office staff to the office manager and the doctor, they all treated me with respect. They gave me what I needed and made sure that I was happy. The people at this facility all seem to care about their client. I would like to say that I felt I was treated special, but I can't, because as I would sit waiting to be called, other clients would come out happy, chatting with the staff. It was totally different than what I would see coming out of the other weight loss facilities. Plus, this facility did something for me that my friends who went to the other facilities did not get. The place I went to educated me. They showed me how to eat. They showed me how to log what I ate. They explained to me the importance of exercise. They gave me what I needed not only to lose weight, but to maintain the weight loss. I have not gained any weight since I stopped going in March. And now it's almost September. Now, here is the last thing that contributes to us being fat. If you don't have an underlying medical condition, the reason we are fat is due to a disease called insulin resistance. However, what feeds that is, and this is major, our choices. We choose to eat what we eat. We choose not to exercise. And yes, I completely understand that there are a lot of things that go into that choice. Family, friends, and coworkers will encourage us to eat things that are not healthy for us. Marketing companies will package food that really looks good. Fast food industry and the grocery industry make food that tastes really great. But tasting good, looking good, and the input of other people are not going to help you when you're poking your finger, testing your blood sugar. It's not going to help you when you're injecting insulin. All these outside influences will disappear when you're in bed or you're in the hospital trying to recover. Remember, it is your body. It is up to you to do what you can to be healthy. Now, I said I'd give you the list of some things that you can do to stay healthy and to make better choices. One is talk to your doctor or medical professional to find out if there are any limitations on what you should eat or how you should exercise. Next, educate yourself on nutrition. For example, not all fats are bad fats. Just because it says low carb, no sugar, organic, does not mean that it is, and doesn't mean that it's good for you. Next, learn what to eat, how to eat, when to shop, and what to buy. Another thing that was really hard for me to do was to give up baked goods as my first meal of the day. Why should you give up baked goods? As you educate yourself on nutrition, you would learn that baked goods are mostly simple carbs and sugars. Another thing is, make sure that your first meal of the day contains protein. Next, when you shop, avoid prepackaged food because most of the prepackaged foods contain chemicals and sugars. Another one that I had trouble with was avoiding sugary drinks. Things such as obviously sodas, fruit drinks, fruit juices, all contain sugar, even if it says it's 100% juice. Next, think in terms of an eating plan instead of a diet. Diets have a negative connotation to them. And when you tell someone that you're going on a diet, one of the first things they do is try to sabotage that diet. Another thing that was really good for me to learn is how to log my food. It doesn't matter about the calories, but the approximate portion size and the time and what it was were crucial. One thing that was really hard for me to do was before I went for a second helping, to wait 15 or 20 minutes. That gives the food that I've eaten a chance to begin to digest, and my mind starts to tell my body that I'm full. Another thing that I learned was if I go out with my family, friends, coworkers, or even by myself, don't think about anything but enjoying what I'm eating, enjoying the people who I'm with. The good thing about that is it will remove that feeling of guilt and the stress of, oh, I've eaten something bad. Don't worry about it. But after you've gone out and you've had your good time, go back and start your eating plan again. Speaking of eating plan, an eating plan is almost useless if you don't exercise. When you exercise, you begin to build muscle. The more muscle mass you have, the more energy your body burns, even when you're not exercising. When you're just sitting, when you're sleeping, you're burning energy. Next, join a support group. It can be one person, it can be online, it can be a group of people, but have someone who you can bounce ideas off of. My support group turned to be the medical facility. When I went to this medical facility in Las Vegas, One of the things they did was ask me how much weight I wanted to lose. What was my time frame for losing that weight? What that facility was doing was helping me to develop an eating plan and a weight loss goal. The eating plan was how much weight I wanted to lose and also what was my time frame for accomplishing that. And the rest was on me. They could help me, but I actually had to do the work. And that is why the diet plans that are profit motivated don't work. Because when you reduce your calories, your body's going to adjust. Then you'll hit a plateau. And then you'll get frustrated and stressed and you'll stop eating. This facility removed the stress and I was able to lose and maintain the weight loss. But I think it's time for me to stop babbling and get out of here. As I said earlier, in an upcoming video, I will present to you the weight loss plan that worked for me. Till then, stay safe, start getting healthy, start getting fit, and most of all, begin to regain your independence.